bands. With his friend finna get lit. I'm everything on they wish list. Which bag should I get? Which color should I pick?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
They go play action now. Jackson Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. On the option, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Allen now on 1st down. And this one caught by Beasley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. On 1st down, Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Allen. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Jackson on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. On the handoff, Edwards. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Looking for the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 27 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and he finds Beasley, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen to Beasley, 1st down, Buffalo.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right, going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 57 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got room. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson now. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 36, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Jackson running again. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think
Here's a diving catch right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play action. Now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go. Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Allen off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. To return is McKenzie. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills get a bit closer.
So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Allen will try to throw for it, escaping the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, they go to Edwards. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll roll him out right. Going deep for Diggs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Jackson going to run again.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd and 7, Jackson flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing now is Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
a road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
I ain't even hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate